Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 4 and the final part of this RMS Laconia tutorial. Today's focus is the ship's lifeboats, forecastle deck details, stern deck details, docking bridge, rudder, and anything else I can think of along the way. There's I finished one over there. All this area here on the forecastle, masts, and all the stuff on the back. And lifeboats, so that would be for today. And hopefully we'll get it all done. So we're going to focus on the forecastle first, and what we're going to do, we're going to add the stairs to the front first. So what we're going to do, we'll go from the side, and if we go from this corner block here, we're going to go into, hang on, actually get our stair blocks first. We're going to count into the 7th block in, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then what we'll do, we'll remove 2, 3, 4 blocks of white and then replace with stairs going down to the deck below, plus a few blocks to support them, and there we go, there's our stairs there, and white banisters again, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, like that, and then the same on the other side, so 7 blocks in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, replace the white blocks with stairs. Like so, and then the banisters again, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and then 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. There we go. So there's our stairs, and then beside the stairs, on the outside part of the wall, we're going to add a pair of doors, just here like that. So the pair of doors there, and then the same on the other side, pair of doors just here, like that. And then in between the stairs, all the way along, we're just going to add some windows. So every other block, or every 3rd block, just add stairs. Like so, see on the other side. About there, wasn't it? Not stairs, windows. Add windows. Like that, there we go. You can put one on the centre as well, that probably makes sense as well. Put one in the centre. There we are. There's our windows. Marvellous. Now, one more job to do just on the outside of the hull here is to add a curve to the white structure here where it connects to the black hull. So if we add, say 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or make it 4, make it 2 and 1, so 4, 2, 1 to create a curve like that. So do the same on the other side, and hopefully I'll do it right. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, about that. And I think on the prototype it went forward a little bit, so I'll make it another 1 forward on that, so just to make it a little more dindly. There we go. Marvellous. Excuse me. Right, now we're going to move on to the cargo hatch, and there'll be a pair of vents around them as well. So we start just on the front wall of the superstructure and go 1 block forward of the centre. So there's the centre there, go 1 block forward. And I'm going to put a hatch which is 9 wide, so 1 in the centre, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And the sides are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then across the front, like that. And then basically on the prototype I didn't put a cover on it, I just put filled it in with white blocks like so, because it's a very shallow design I used. I just filled all this in with white, and then using cork slabs we shall build a centre spine like that. Yeah, I don't look too bad. Like I said, normally I put a cover on, so you put a white cover on like this, and then put a spine on the top of that. It's up to you how you want to do it. I think while I've started it, I might as well do it nice. Put a cover on. So it's up to you if you want to do this. And then the spine down the middle. Then do the same on the other side. There we go. So there's our cargo hatch there. And then for the first 2 vents, they go either side of the cargo hatch. So if we go to the front, to the back corner of the cargo hatch, and then go 1 forward, so around this corner on this block here, and then go out 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put our hatch right there. So that's the centre of the hatch. So put 1 forward, 1 to the side, and then 1 back. So you've got a cross just in that spot there. Same the other side. 1 block forward of the corner there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, cross, centre there, and then the cross. There you go. So there's the base of the vents, and then the vents are the same ones we did on the superstructure. They are 7 high at the base. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 2 in the middle. And then using our stairs, wherever they are, there. But stairs, 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 stairs. and then 2 forward, 2 forward, 2 forward, and 1, and then the stairs all around. There we go. So there's our vent done there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly copy that to the other side just to save a few minutes of farting around. So just quickly copy that and I'll paste it to the other side because they're exactly the same. So I just saved myself a couple of minutes or just a few seconds, but it's time I would rather spend doing other things. So there we are. There's our second vent added there. And then what we're going to do then is go back to the cargo hatch on the front, and we're going to go and leave a 3-block gap. So count to the 4th block forward of the centre. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put our deck house here. So it's be a deck house that supports the mast. So the deck house is 13 wide. So that's 6 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way. Plus 2 and 2. And then forward we want 12 forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then across the front, like so. And there we are, there's our deck house there. Then you want to increase that to 4 high all the way around. This one usually takes a bit of time because of the shape of it and the size of it. And I use welded it to do a bit of this because it's a pain in the ass otherwise. So set course on that, and then across the front again. Don't know why I'm doing it like that. I'll do it like this. There we are. And the rev 2 there, and then the last bit across the other side like that. There we go. So there's our building done like that. And then what we want to do then is get your wood and then just fill the top in with wood decking like so, and it should all just cover the roof. So what I'll do, I shall use the fill tool again. So I shall stand here, another welded it thing, so we'll use fill wood by that, and we'll just fill in the whole deck like that, so it's the deck house is filled in. So I don't look too bad. And then for the mast, we're going to put on the top. The mast is an awkward shape, but the mast is in yellow. I use yellow terracotta for this one, or hardened clay, or whatever version it is you're using. So what we want to use for the yellow, we're going to go trying to find the centre of the cargo hatch because I've not exactly measured it out. So if we find exactly the centre of the top of the deck house, and as close to the centre as you can get. So forward, back, centre is a bit awkward. So I think back one would do. So I think centre but closest to the back, if you know what I mean. So there we go. So there it is, centre wise. We know the centre of the middle of the ship from left to right is the centre, but front to back it's off by 1, but it doesn't matter. So make that into a cross. So 1 forward, 1 back, 1 side, 1 the other side. And then for the yellow itself, we're going to build it up. So build the front part up to 29. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then we want 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And 15 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then what we're going to do then from the back of the cross, build that up to the bottom of the 15 at the top. So just from the back of the cross here, just build that up like so. Like that. And then the sides, we'll just do the same again. Like that. And then same the other side. There we go, so there's our mast done like that. And then for the top of the mast, we're going to add little spurs on the side. So if we go about 4, 5 down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, build out 3, 1, 2, 3. And the other side, 1, 2, 3. And if you want to, like I do, just add the black in there like that. So it's something I tended to do, but a lot of people copy it as well. But like I was saying, if you're going to be building a tutorial or whatever and things, building your own ships, and if you're going to be using my stuff, don't forget to ask me, because no one ever asked me anymore. Or no one ever asked me before, but there we go. So anyway, next one down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then build out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one in from the end again at the black. But yeah, like I was saying, I do feel like I'm being erased and sort of recycled because people are using my stuff to make their own tutorials, and it's frustrating because no one ever asked me for using my stuff anymore. And like I say, I just feel like I'm being erased and not needed anymore. So this could be the last tutorial, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, that's the my rant done, and there's the mast. And what we're going to do now is add the forward spurs and the back spurs. So if we go from the centre of the mast and go up to the fourth up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and one to the side, so put a block there and a block there. Now from these blocks we want to build forward on the front of the mast. We want to build forward 11, so 2, so that's the first block by the way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 10 on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then a black block on the end like that. So same on the other side, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that was 11, and then 11, 10 on top, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the black block on the end. And then on the back, we want to do the same sort of thing, not quite, but the same numbers, but pointing upwards. So on the back of that row of 11, build back 3, or build back 2 rather, build back 2, and then on the end, like that, we build up 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then a black block on the end like that. Same on the other side, up 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the black block like so. There we go. So there we go, there's our first part of our forecastle done, and the mast is done. So what I'm going to do now, I do another jump cut when I work out what to do, and then we should move on. So back in a few. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is add a bit more detail to the deck house on the forecastle, and then move on to the just in front of it. So what we're going to do is go behind the deck house on the forecastle here, onto the back wall of it, and we're going to add a couple of vents. So if we go to the centre block and then go out 3 from the back, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then build a vent up of about 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 forward. These are small vents by the way, and then the same on the other side, so 3 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 forward like that. And then to the side, I don't know how exactly I planted these ones, but on the on the side of the cargo, on the deck house, if we go from the back wall corner, so this corner block here, and go 1, 2 forward, and then down to the deck below, and then go out 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put our cross there. So this is where the thingy will go. So that's that one there. So do the same on the other side. So as it was third forward, so 1, 2, 3, and then out 1, 2, 3. Do the same again. So it should be right about the same. Yeah, I think that's about right. And they're exactly the same design as the ones here. So they're 7 high again. So what I'll do, once again, I'll just copy these. Otherwise I'll be here all day. So I'll just quickly copy that. Copy. So these 2 vents, like I say, these 2 crosses are exactly the same design as the ones we built a minute ago. So just paste those in. So you can see they're that high there, and then the same the other side. Like that. So there we are, there's our cranes and things all done. So what we're going to do now, go to the front wall of the deck house and bar colour block, because I didn't do that, and then we're going to leave a 10 block gap forward for a cargo hatch. So count to the 11th block, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and build our hatch, which is the same design width wise, so it's 9 wide, so 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and then 5 forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go, and then join them together across the front. Now that, and this one, and then we better make this one, actually the height's fine. What we'll do, we'll get our slabs again, and then just cover the slabs, the top with slabs. Like that, and then the spine down the middle. So that's the hatch done. And then there's going to be a couple of cranes. So if we go back to the back of the cargo hatch, and I should work out how to do this one. So there's 2 cranes. We go from the centre of the cargo hatch and get our yellow blocks again. So we need our yellow terracotta, and we go to the 3rd block back from the centre. So 1, 2, 3, and then out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a cross there. So 7, so 3 back and then 6 out. So it's 3 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and build our cross there. Remember, X marks the spot. There we go. So that the other way. So there's the base of our cranes. Now the cranes themselves are 12 high. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 1 back at the top. These are only tiddly cranes. And then for the arm itself, we go 3 up, 1, 2, 3, or 2 up. Sorry, 1, 2, and then it's 2. Then it's 12. No, 6 rows of 2. So 6 rows of 2 forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as per usual, you can add the black blocks in the design as well. Like that, marvelous. And on the prototype, I did use handrail design, the iron bar. So if we can try and incorporate that. I'm not saying it's going to look particularly good because of the way I design it, but if I can get this to connect properly, there we go. There we are. That's the thing done there. So I did the same the other side. So I was up 12. So up 11. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3. Hang on. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 1 back, and then 3rd up. 1, 2, 3, or 2 up. We go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the black blocks when I replace the ones I've damaged. Like that. And then we build our iron bar to connect to the rigging and shit together. I don't normally do rigging, but sometimes when it's something as small as this, like these cranes, it's not a problem. And there we go, there's our cranes done there. Marvellous. And I think there's a couple of vents around here. Yeah, so it's just forward. Hang on, is there forward on that? Yeah, just slightly forward of the cargo hatch itself, there's a couple more vents. So if we go, so there's a cranes done anyway. So we'll go forward of the hatch about 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then just trying to work out. We'll go 2 out. So 1, 2, and build the vents up 3. So 1, 2, 3. Make it 4 plus 1. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, like that. There we go. There's our crane. Vents done like that. I'm not doing very well today. I had a hard time. And then what we're going to do now is go back to the cargo hatch, and we're going to build the breakwater. So we'll go to the 11 blocks forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we'll put a breakwater which is 2 blocks high and then 5 wide. So that's 2 either side, like that. And then you're going to build single blocks diagonally out to the side. So going backwards. So build single blocks diagonally all the way back till it goes to the outside edge of the ship, like that. And then the first 6 blocks, build them to 2 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And what this does is basically directs waves. If a wave comes over the top, this directs the waves down the side of the ship, in theory. And the same the other side. And then the first 6 are 2 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that's that little job done there. So that's the second phase sort of the forecastle done. So I'm going to do another jump cut now before I screw all this up, and then we can move on again to the next part. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So on to the third phase of the forecastle. So what we're going to do now is get under the front of the breakwater, and we're going to add a biggie. There's going to be 3 block gap forward. So 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block we'll build our big E. So build a 1 block and then 2 out, 2 the other side, and then a big E, big E. See, you've got a big E. And then we're going to add some chains, and the chains I normally use, or the blocks I use for the chains, are stone brick stairs. So we use those, And what we're going to do, we're going to build them 15 long. So we're going to go 1. If I build 7 one way and then 8 the other, that makes sense when it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we want 8 facing the other way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. I think that's 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. So it's 15 like that, and then do the same on the other side. So that makes it kind of makes them look like chain links, but very, very rough, if you know what I mean, because it's Minecraft, and you got sort of got to use your imagination plus a few shots of scotch, I think, to get this right. Anyway, there, or in my case, brandy. So there we are. There's our 2 chains, and at the end of the chain, just add black blocks like so, like that, to mark the end, and then back to the big E. I think just out to the side of the big E and diagonally forward, we'll add a black sort of a square like that, 4 blocks square like that. Same the other side for those sort of things, that sort of design there, and they don't look too bad. And then what we're going to do then is from there are a couple of events there somewhere. Yeah, there are. I'll add them in a minute. So now we're going to go and add a crane. That's going to be 8 forward or 9 forward. So from the end of the chains, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then build up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that for your crane. And then using quartz slabs, go one half down from the top and go back 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 from the end. We start building the diagonal design down. So it's just diagonal slabs down to the base of the crane like that, and it's sort of that design. Bit of a funky design, but you know, it's the way it is, and they don't look too bad. Now back to the anchor chains. There are a couple of vents that go just to the side of the E. So if we go 1 out to the side of the E and build up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 forward. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 forward. There we go. Sort of camouflages the big E a bit, and it don't look too bad. Right, next job we're going to do is to add the iron bars for the handrails, and we're going to start at the front end, just below where the well, basically deck level. So from the end of the bow, but deck level. So from this block here, basically. So you can see the first few blocks are slightly higher there because of the sort of the figurehead. So just behind that, you're going to add the handrails, and we're going to start adding those all the way back towards the superstructure. But if you're familiar with my builds, you'll know I do not like my handrails being on the sides, on the wood. So I replace the wood blocks with black, like so, underneath where the handrails are. So I shall do, what I'll do the black blocks first and replace the wood blocks, so then the handrails will sit flush. Like that. Now just keep carrying on with the black. Like so, all the way up to the superstructure, like that, and there we go. And then we'll carry on with the iron bars all the way back. I do sound a bit drunk, but I don't know why. It's one of those days. Maybe it's talking about brandy and made me go a bit funny. I don't know. And I'm talking about the drink, by the way, not Bree's sister, because her sister's called Brandy. I didn't get myself into trouble for that. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, just carrying on to the side like that. There we go. There's our handrails done. I'll do the same on the other side. Not really bad thought in my head now. Never mind. So I'll just carry on building these black blocks and line them all up with the handrails. And do the same on the stern as well, but the stern is more covered than what's shown on the front, so it's not too bad. And there we go. So just build the handrails down this side. And then down the rest of it. And there we go, there's our handrails done. And it shouldn't be too bad. Right, that's that bit done. So the last job is to add the bollards. And we're going to put 3 pairs of these. I don't know where exactly, but I've not measured them out. But I'll put a pair just to the side of the crane, or just behind the crane, about there. Another pair about halfway along, just by the breakwater, and another pair just down by the last portion before the superstructure, just there. So I do the same on the other side now. One there, and then one there, and then the last one just there, and there we go. There's our forecastle all done, and don't look too bad. So that's that portion of the ship all done. So what we're going to do now is do a jump cut. I move on to the back end of the ship, and then we shall go from there. So back in a minute. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is focus on the back end of the ship, and what we're going to do first is the ship's docking bridge, which will go down on the not the very back end of the ship, well, not the very end of the deck down here, but the next deck up, which is this one here. And we're going to go to the centre block, pardon me, of this deck here, and we're going to go 1 block forward. So we're going to put a colour block on the centre there, just forward of that. And then this wall is going to be 7 wide, so it's 3 that way, 3 that way. Then the sides are 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And what you do, join them together across the front, and then build them to 3 high, all the way around. Pardon my belching, I just had a sip of Coke. Right, so now there's our docking bridge done, and then the front and back walls, increase them to 4 high, like that. And then from these blocks here, you're going to build out to the side 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then join them together, and that creates a bridge wing there. And then the same down the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then there. And then we add the wood blocks to fill in the space, so we got the deck will be all filled in. You can either use wood or you can use the white again, because I don't imagine this will actually be a wood deck, or wood decking, but you know, it's up to you how you want to interpret it. But there we go, there's that done there. And then we're going to add some stairs to the front of it, so we can either do 2 staircases or 1 central, and I think I'll do 1 central one because it looks a bit better. So we're going to wood stair blocks, and then we'll add, or remove the central block there and replace it with stairs, and then stairs, a white block, and then stairs and stairs, and then 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, and 2 up like that. And there we go, there's our docking bridge done. And then we get our handrails again, and just add handrails around the edge of the said docking bridge like so. And there we go, there we are. So that's that first portion done there. So that's the docking bridge, so under stairs, and then what we're going to do, we're going to add the mast now. We're going to go up to the next deck, which would be this one here, this big open space, and we're going to go to the back of the superstructure, which would be here, and we're going to go and get our yellow terracotta, because that's what we need, that one. And we're going to leave a 7 block gap, so count back from the superstructure 8 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And actually on the 9th block we'll put the mast, so on the 9th block we'll put the cross, like so. So then I cross for our mast, and then it's the same design as the one on the front, so it'll be up 29, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then 2 rows of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like that. And then we just build the back of the mast up to the height of the bottom of the 15. Like so. so, and then the sides to the top of the 29 like that. Same the other side. And there we go. That's the mast pretty much done. And then go to the top again. 5 down from the top and add 3 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add 3 out. 1, 2, 3. And the other side. 1, 2, 3. And then the black blocks in the middle. And then a couple down from that, or 4 or 5, add 5 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the black. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the black. There we go. So that's that bit done. And then for the front of the mast, we're going to add the crane parts of the mast. What we do, we go to the third block up, I think. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Make it the fourth up, and then go forward 3. 1, 2, 3. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, and then up 3 rows of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. And then a black block at the end, like so. Same the other side. 3 rows of 8. Like so. And then the black block in there. Ooh, like that. And there we go. So there's the front portions done. And then down the back of those rows of 3 on the back here, we're just going to build 2 lines of 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Plus the black block. And then the same the other side, the 24 again. And the black block again. So there we are, there's that bit done there. Like I was saying, if you're going to be building this as part of a downloadable project, video on YouTube, or you're going to be using your own tutorial, I mean, you can do anything like that, you know, just give me a bit of credit for the design. But if you're going to be using my ships as part of your own tutorials or things like that, then at least please ask first. Countless times I'm seeing my stuff just being recycled, and I know people do give credit, but I don't like to be asked first. But never mind. Right, so what we're going to do now is add 4 vents around the sides of the mast. So there'll be 2 this side, 2 that side. So what we'll do, go to the one side of the mast and go out 2, and then go out 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put a cross there. And then do the same going back. So out 4 and then back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put our cross there. There, like so. And then do the same on both sides. So out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 forward. The same back. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. There's our four vent things, and they're the same design as all the other ones. So they're 7 high again. So what I'll do, I'll just copy the ones we have on the deck already, because it's the same crap as usual. I won't say it's crap, but you know, it's the same thing. So basically just build the same as the rest of them. Then we do, hopefully I can spell this right, do paste there, and then paste there. So there's 2 already, and the last 2 will be here and there. So there we are, there's our 4 vent things there, maybe a bit too close together, but you know, it's optional what we want to do. And also the ones on the prototype are facing backwards, so that's how you want to interpret it. But there we go. So that's that job done there. So what we're going to do now is just tidy up some of the details on the stern before we do the lifeboat. So what we'll do, but on the deck that supports the docking bridge, we're going to add handrails. So from the back of the white here, we'll add handrails on the top of the black blocks going around like so. Missed one. Like that, and there we are. So that's those handrails there, and then on the deck below as well we'll add the handrails as well. But what we're going to do first is connect all the black blocks up by removing the wood blocks in the connecting parts. So just making sure all the black blocks are connected. And then we can add our handrails. There we go, there's our handrails done there. And that's a job well done. So that's that little deck done there. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut, and then we're going to do the lifeboats, and then after that will be the rudder. So I shall do a jump cut now, we'll sort that out, and then we shall return in just a moment. Okay, back again. So we're going to focus on the lifeboats now, and we've got 5 down each side on the boat deck. So 5, so there'll be 2 just here, 3 along there, and then there'll be a further 2 on the deck below at the back there. So there'll be 10 on the top plus 4, so that's 14 in total. Pardon me. So we're going to focus on the first 2 here, and they're all the same design, and they're all pretty basic. So best thing to do is just focus on what I'm doing. So we're going to go to the middle wing here. This middle wing extension here, which goes out to the side. We're going to go from there and then go forward of that. So if we go down to the pillar here and go 2 blocks forward on the side here, we're going to put our first davit, and the davits are 5 up. So that's 1. So the middle one's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 up, and then 1 like that. So like that, and then down 3 underneath. 1, 2, 3 like that, and then leave a 14 gap. So count to the 15th forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, miscounted. So I mean, it needs to be 15. That's 5, 10. And then 15, the 15th block forward, do the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then facing the other way, 2 up and 1, and then 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and then another 1 block gap, and we do the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and then 15 forward again. So 13, 14, 15, do the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, hang on, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 up and 1, and 3 down, 1, 2, 3 like that. So there's our first 4 davits in place, and the lifeboats will go between there. We'll do the other davits in a minute, but they're going to be all spaced out the same, so you can do the other ones as well. So if you go behind the bridge wing, this big wing here, you do the same design again. So 1 block back again, and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1. And then down 3, and then just carry on the same thing, but this time you'll want 6 davits rather than 4. So just carry on doing the same thing back on the deck, and it'll be fine. But first we're going to focus on the lifeboats. And the lifeboats are 14 long, and we go one inside. Go inside the bridge, the davit. Go 1, 2 forward, and then 1, 2 in. So you're on the second block of the wood, and build the keel, which is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 2 and 1. Same the other side, 2 and 1, and then we just build the boat up. So build middle, build 3 wide across the middle, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just build the bottom row of 3 forward like so. And just do it. If you can copy this design, then by all means, because I'm not really designing it, I'm just doing the same shit I've been doing for the past 10 years. Exactly the same design, so like that. And then the next one, build that forward, and then 2 like that, all the way forward, and then 2, and then the same to the side, all the way back, plus 2, all the way back, plus 2 like that, and then just fill in the top. Probably like this. And there we go, there's our first very basic, very underwhelming lifeboat. And then for the top I normally put a cover which will be blue today, because everyone loves blue. Unless you're a Saint supporter, then I don't know. And just cover it all up with blue. I love blue. There we go, there's our first boat, and I just do the same thing with the next davit. Do exactly the same design. So you want the same position again, so 1, 2, so we do the same thing again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the 2 and the 1, and the 2 and the 1, and just do that same design in there. So that'd be the same boat design in there, and then behind lifeboats behind the mid wing again. You just add the same thing again, but times 3. So it'll also be a bit tricky as well when you get further back, because the boat deck does narrow by 1 block slightly, so you may be a bit squished for space, but it shouldn't be too bad. I won't go ahead and build it, because if I just go to the I've explained pretty much everything, but if I go to the prototype anyway and sort of see how it sort of looks. So the first 2 lifeboats are in place like so. You can see those ones there. That's them. They're all done, although with a red cover. And then the ones behind, you can see just behind the bridge, behind that wing there, you got the lifeboat 1, 2 and 3. The third one, it sits right over where the deck narrows, but that's not a problem, because as long as you start it in exactly the same position as the other ones, it will just fit on the deck, and the other davit will go in by 1, but that's not a problem. So you can see lifeboat number 3 does fit in place. You might get another lifeboat in, but I wouldn't recommend it. I just go with the 3. So you have 5 down one side and 5 down the other side, and then you should be okay. So that's how they should look in theory. So like I say, I'm not going to build too much, because you may want to do your own thing. Lifeboats are sort of a Marmite thing, if you like. You either hate them or you love them, and if you can do your own design, then you're probably better off doing it like that. So that's how those ones will go. Now for the ones on the next deck below, what you do there, you go to the back of the superstructure, so down onto the deck below, and what you do, you go to the end of, not the end of this white block here, but you go to the white block above. So it's just, you count this block up here rather than this one down here. So you count that one, and then you're going to go back from the deck. So count this as number 1 basically. You're going to count back 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 8th block we'll do the next davit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1. And down 3. 1, 2, 3. And I do believe these boats are the same length. I just double check, because I want to make sure I get this right, because these boats may be slightly different size to the ones above. And I do believe that they are. I just want to make sure though. And these boats are the same length. They are the same length. That's not a problem. So you just do exactly the same thing again. Exactly the same boats in exactly the same place. Well, not exactly the same place, but exactly the same position. So you just count back 15 again. Do the davits again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do the same thing again. Down 3 and up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1. And then another gap again. 1, 2, 3 down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the next davit. There you go. And then 15 back again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. Down 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's where your next lifeboat. So it goes to be 2 here, 3 up there, and then 2 at the other end. So you have 8. Hang on, 5, 6, 7. 7 on each side. So you have 14 boats. For a boat this size, I think that's about enough. And there you go. So that would be the lifeboats. That's the positions anyway. So you do the same on the other side as well. Design your own boats, as long as they fit within that 14 gap. You should be okay. You can really stretch it to 16, but it's up to you what you want to do. But like I say, as long as you fit it in that gap, you can do any boat design you want. So yeah, what I'll do now, I'll do a jump cut while I sort out the lifeboats, and then we can move on to the last phases. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's all the lifeboats in place, and the ship should, in theory, look something like that. So we've got the 5 on the top deck, like so, and then the 2 down the bottom there, and they're basically just the same as what I showed you earlier on. So I've also got the ones on the other side as well. So around that side as well, and it don't look too bad, in my opinion anyway. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to go down to the back end of the ship and just fill in and add a rudder, and then after that we just do the handrail. So underneath here we're going to get our potion of seeing in the dark, because it's very difficult to see under here, and people do moan when I don't use the proper light. So there we go. So what we're going to do for the rudder, we shall get our cobblestone wall, and from the bottom we're going to add hinges, and there are 8 hinges. So for 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So you got 8 hinges like that. And then for the rudder itself at the bottom, we'll start with the red. We'll do 3 at the bottom, 1, 2, 3 back, 3 back like that. And then we want 2, 2 like that, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then curving forward again, we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 like that. And then in white we want 1 like that, and then in black we want 1, and then up 2, 2, 2 like that. And then from there we just go down to the top of the white, fill in that gap there, and then add the white line underneath that, and then the rest of it in red. So down, straight down, connecting to the hinges like so, and then just fill in all the rest. And everything should be hunky diddly dory. And there we go, there's our rudder added there, and that is sort of the finishing structural thing to the ship. And there we go, and then the last job we want to do is just add our handrails. So we're going to start with our handrails on the lifeboat deck, not the top deck but the deck below. So we'll put our handrails from the last davit at the back around the back end, around the back end of the deck. So we've got these 4 lifeboats on this deck with a mast and that. We just add the lifeboats around like so, and put a white block there on the end for the banisters, and then the handrails around like so, and a block on the end, damn it, block there and a block there, excuse me, and then handrails all the way up to the davit there like that. So there's the handrails added there, and then handrails from the end of the superstructure up to the first davit, we'll do the same there like that, up to there, and then the same the other side like that. And then the same again on the deck above, from the last davit at the back we just build all the way around the back of the top deck like so. And then up the other side to the other gantry davit like so. Well, not gantry but davit. So those done there. And I think that now is the Laconia all done. I do believe so. So I should get rid of my hand images there. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Our RMS Laconia is all done in 4 videos, which I thought it might do. I thought 5 at least, but you know, we got there in 4. So there's our Laconia. I just get rid of the night vision there because it does look a bit pony when you're trying to look at something. There was milk. There's the milk. How much if I can see what I'm doing? There we are. There we go. Put it in natural light. There we are. So that's Laconia all done. And thanks very much for watching and things like that. And like I say, we do build these things as part of a downloadable project, a video on YouTube or anything like that, and just give a bit of credit for the design. You don't have to put it in the title, you can just put it in the description, just or a link to the channel, things like that. But I do beg, if people are going to be using stuff for their own tutorials and things, then at least give us, ask first, because you're just recycling my stuff, which is frustrating. And people just sort of think it's fine to just take what they want, cut bits off, stick it where they want, and then cast it off as theirs. It's frustrating. Hence why I thought this might be the last tutorial, but I have got another one planned which has already been voted in, so that's the Teutonic. And as we leave the Laconia now, I shall go over to the Teutonic, which is somewhere here. I've just got to find it amongst all these other ships. We've got lots of breeze ships here as well, all the ferries and things. I got mine over here somewhere. Teutonic is in the shipyard somewhere. I believe it's next to this to the red, white and blue, but I don't know where exactly. Is this it? Ah, here we are. Yeah, this is the Teutonic. There we are. So this will be the next build, as and when it comes around. Probably be a few weeks, but it's a much much simpler design. I'll probably be able to do this in fewer videos because there's not much superstructure wise. So yeah, it's one that can be done in sort of a couple of days rather than a couple of hours, or a couple of months rather, if I know what I mean. So that's the next build coming up. It's not the prettiest either because it's very basic, but I'll do it because I said I would. So that would be the next tutorial of 2022 rather. I can't remember what bloody year we're in. So that's the Teutonic there. That's tutorial number 2 for this year, and we'll focus on that very soon. So we'll leave it at that. So this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing, and I hope to be back with another tutorial soon. Don't know about live streams because I don't think we're really interested in that anymore, but we'll wait and see. And we'll go from there. So yeah, this is Rich signing off, and I shall see you all soon. So bye for now.